What's up, guys, and thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are going to enjoy it. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the Mambo, which is the new radio from Team Black Sheep. This is the budget radio. I'm saying budget radio because this is actually cheaper than the Tango 2. The Tango 2 goes for $159, while this radio goes for $139. This radio comes in two different versions. You got this version, which is the cheaper version. You get another version, which is the Mambo Ethics. Yeah, Mambo Ethic. And that one goes for $189. But the main difference between that one and this are just aesthetic differences. Everything on the inside is pretty much about the same. I'm gonna start this video by just showing you a quick comparison as far as size go, because this radio turned out to be slightly bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I got the Mambo right next to the Radio Master TS16S. You can see that the Radio Master is definitely bigger, but when you take a closer look, it's not that much bigger. As far as length goes, the Radio Master is slightly taller, but as far as width goes, they are about the same width, as you can see on the camera. And as far as thickness goes, they are pretty much about the same thickness. And the same goes for the QX7. For the QX7 is a much wider radio. I'm trying to put both of them within the screen, but lengthwise they are about the same. QX7 is slightly taller. Width-wise, of course, the QX7 is a much wider remote, so it is definitely wider as far as width goes. But as far as thickness goes, they are about the same thickness. So hopefully that gives you a good idea as far as size goes. Looking at the radio itself, the radio is a very nice radio. It feels very natural to me to hold this radio. I do have small hand. It is very ergonomic. You actually feel a lot more comfortable holding this radio than it is holding the QX16S or the TX16S, sorry guys, or the QS7. Gimbals are ball bearing gimbals. They are not all effort gimbals, but they actually feel pretty good. They are very smooth. Actually, my throttle is way too much smooth, too much loose. I like my throttle to be a little more tighter. I may have to make a video about how to tighten those gimbals. But ball bearing, no all effects. I would say feeling wise, it feels pretty good. And according to TBS, those are full gimbals. I can't really tell. They do look smaller than the gimbal on my other radio, so I'm not sure if they're actually full-size gimbals. Switches goes, you got switches on top, and they are all 3-position switch. You got your little dial right here. You got 2 of them, and those actually feel pretty good. No issue there. They feel much smoother and better quality than the one that come on a TX16S. You got your rocker in the bottom. Rocker feel pretty nice. And you got 3 buttons on this side. You got your page, menu, and exit button. We're gonna come back to that later. And you got your digital trim. Those actually feel a little cheap to me. They feel a little fragile, but I really don't use them that much, so that's not really a big deal. You have a USB-C in the bottom, and that is both for charging and connecting your radio to anything you like to connect it to. And you do have a auxiliary audio output on the other side. And looking at the back, you got a full-size JRB. This is a tracer radio, but since you got a full-size JRB, you can pretty much run anything you want on it. In my case, I put a Crossfire on it. You can also pretty much run anything that use a JRB module. Battery bay, it's in the bottom. It does take 18650 batteries, but if you look at it, You have negative on one side and positive on one side, so they are set in parallel. So this is technically a 1S radio. I'm just gonna put one battery and should be able to turn it on, which is one battery.
Welcome to Mambo. Switch warning.
There you go. We are using, I think it's Freedom TX, which is a fork of OpenTX. Let me put the other battery in, and this is pretty tight, so the battery should not be wiggling in there. Now let me go quickly on how to navigate this radio. It is pretty simple. It is a OpenTX based radio pretty much. If you put long press on your page button, that will take you to the your telemetry page, and you're gonna go back, exit, that's the back button. And the menu button goes this way. If you quick press it, it takes you to your model setup. And of course, if you push the page button, you go to a different menu. And if you push and hold the page button, that allows you to go back and go back to exit. And if you long press the menu button, that will take you into the radio setup itself, not the model setup. So you have to long press that. And same way, page button to go to the different screen, and push and hold to go back. One thing about this rocker, which I really like about it, it is very precise and responsive. One click, it goes down by one, which is different than the Radio Master, because the Radio Master roller is not that precise, but this thing is very precise and feel pretty good. What else to tell about this radio? Before I forget, when you come in the box, you come with those two little envelopes. This one has a set of string, and this is to actually make your gimbal softer. There's like 3 of them. I think I lost one already, but I'm not planning on using them. I like my gimbals to be pretty tight. And you also got this one, which is a set of screw. I think it's a screw and Allen wrench. And this is to put a limitation on your throttles, on your gimbals. I'm not sure what they need a set of screw for that, because you can set up your gimbals, throttle, any kind of limitation on Betaflight or on the software in the radio itself, in this case on Freedom TX. But this was just a quick look of everything you have in here. I don't think I addressed those buttons. On top, you got those 2 buttons. The one on the left is a temporary button, and the one on the right is a push button. That should make a pretty good arm switch for your model. Very simple remote, very nice. I'll be making some more video about this and how to set it up and everything else, but this was just a quick, done and dirty look at the Mambo. Thank you for watching, guys.